Guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Sigma Real Estate Studios. I'm your host, Jimmy O'Done, and today we'll be looking at condos and co-ops. You ever thought about buying a condo or co-op? Not sure what the difference is? Not sure where to start? Well, if you answered yes to any one of those questions, then this video is for you. Today we'll be discussing the 5 major differences between condos and co-ops. Let's go. So on the surface level, they can both seem very similar, but once you begin to unravel the layers, they tend to become drastically different. Number 1, the most important difference is how ownership works. When you're purchasing a co-op, you aren't really purchasing real estate. You're purchasing shares or stock of a corporation. It's very similar to purchasing shares of Disney or Apple. And usually the larger your unit, the more shares you receive. So when you close, you actually get a stock certificate and a proprietary lease as opposed to a deed. Now, condos are different. When you're purchasing a condo, you are purchasing real property, and you will get a deed when you close. You own the condo free and clear unless you have a mortgage, and then the bank owns part of it. Number 2, the second most important difference is the approval process. Although both a condo and a co-op can require a board package, which at times can be like 200 pages long, give or take, the approval process is very different. You see, a co-op board can deny you for any reason under the sun as long as they're not violating fair housing best practices. So as long as they're not discriminating basically against you. The co-op board can deny you, and as of right now, they don't need to give you a reason why. I repeat, they don't have to tell you why they denied you. They just say, no, that's it, done, bye. Now, if a condo wants to reject the potential buyer, they can, but they usually have to purchase the unit themselves, or else they can't stop the seller from selling it to this person. Number 3, the third major difference is the fees. So the co-op doesn't have a separate tax bill for your unit. Your property taxes are built into your monthly maintenance charges. Now, your monthly maintenance charge can also have utilities built in. So like your heat, your hot water, sewer, and even regular water can be built into your fees. Now, the condo is different because it has a separate bill for taxes, and it also has an HOA monthly charge, which could include certain charges for amenities, exterior maintenance, snow removal, and so on. Listen to this. So both can have additional charges on top of all of that when they're doing any major renovations on the building. So if, for example, the balconies need to be replaced, that could be an additional fee that's added on to you monthly as an owner, both in condos and co-ops. The fourth difference is the price. Now, as you can see by this chart, condos are typically around 30 to 40% higher than co-ops. And these numbers that we're showing here, they're for New York State as a whole, so don't expect to find these numbers in Manhattan. The fifth and final, rental policies. So when you compare side by side, you will find more condos that allow renting than you will co-ops. So if this is something you plan on buying as an investment, and you plan on living there for a little while and then maybe renting it out after you leave, well then co-ops is probably not the route you should go, just because even if they do allow it now, that could change later on. But again, just make sure you're checking that out. Now, when I first got started in this business and I found out about number 2, my mind was blown. I'd love to hear what you guys thought was the biggest shocker out of these 5. So go ahead, drop a comment below. As you can see, again, on the surface level, condos and co-ops seem very similar, but it's in the little details. It's the details that the differences are found. So when you're getting ready to purchase either a condo or a co-op, just make sure to have the right guidance and to look into these more in depth before pulling the trigger. Now, if you are shopping right now and you do need assistance, there's a Calendly link down below. You can go ahead, click on that. It'll get you a free 15-minute Zoom call with myself or a member of the team, and we can kind of go over some of this stuff more in depth for you. And as usual, if you want to be notified when more videos like this come out, then please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, and I will see you here next time. I'm your host, Jimmy O'Done, and I approve this message.